Hello friends, and welcome back to the horror section. This is going to be a pickups video, just showing you a few things since my last pickup video, and here we go. First of all, I start off with a kind of a cheap slasher, the Undertow. I've not seen most of these movies, so this one pretty much just tells the story of like these people that go to this town, and of course the town don't want them in there, so they unleash the thing they called the Boy, which is this gigantic, like 8 foot tall or something like that, monster kid that's got a big sack over his head. I guess homage to the first Friday the 13th, or the town that dreaded sundown, or whatever it was. I don't know. It's just, but like I said, this is just kind of a low budget movie, so don't know what to think of it. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people really like it, but those people usually like the lower budget movies, and some people say it's just, not too good at all. So not really for sure. But that's the Undertow. Then I picked up Big Bad Wolf. This is another one I've not seen too much of, but might be pretty good. It sounds pretty interesting. But it's got a Clint Howard's in it for probably about 10 seconds. It said special appearance by Clint Howard, so he's in there, but no telling how long he's in there for. So like I said, if you know any of these movies, you've seen them, please leave it down there in the comments, because these are almost kind of like blind gets. I don't really know what I'm getting when I got them. It's just kind of some cool titles here. So it's Big Bad Wolf. Here's another one, Robert Englund and Incubus. And this one sounds pretty good. It sounds like a bunch of murders are happening. These people on the second shift, or the late night cops, are trying to figure out what's going on, and they figure out there's a demon involved, and it's trying to settle the score. So the detectives are trying to figure out how they can stop it. And it's got Robert Englund in it, William Forsythe, which is him. Then it's got Jonathan Silverman from, if I'm thinking right, Weekend at Bernie's, and Joey Fatone, which is right here. He was I'm going to say he was in NSYNC. It was either that or Backstreet Boys. I'm not really for sure. I'm going to say NSYNC. I'm probably getting it wrong, because I wasn't into those bands like that, or the singing groups like that, but I'm going to say he was in NSYNC. But it could be Backstreet Boys. It's one of the two. But the movie sounds pretty good. I might have to check it out. Might be a fun one. So that's Incubus. And here's Ava the Vampire Hunter. As you can see, I found some kind of crazy movies here. I have no idea about this one. Her sword will quench their thirst. I can't even talk. Quench their thirst. Whew. Oh no, York Entertainment. This isn't good right here. No. Usually when I see this on a movie, it's not the best in the world, but I'll give it a try. Like I said, if you've seen this movie, I have no idea. I really picked out some kind of crazy ones. Like I said, and pretty much all of these are sealed, so that's kind of cool. So that's, I guess, Ava the Vampire Hunter. And of course, I can't pronounce anything. Evil has something to fear. Look out. Here's another one called Hell Ride. Death is just around the next curve. Oh, baby. And let's make sure that, Highland, I don't know. Highland Video. I'm just coming up with some crazy stuff. Like I said, I don't know too much about any of these. I just kind of picked them up. I'll show you what I was actually getting when I grabbed these. I kind of got them all in a set or whatever. So I was willing to take all these movies on. Like I said, some of them might be pretty good, but I'm not really for sure. But that's Hell Ride. And then, of course, I got another Bruce vs. Army of Darkness Director's Cut, the official bootleg edition. Don't ask me why, but there's Anchor Bay. How many have I picked? How many videos? This is like a different one. This is the same one. I probably made about at least 4 videos with this same movie on there, but it's like a different, it's just a different copy. So I've got like 4 of these, but I keep getting them in like sets. Like I'll trade for a set from one of my friends, and he'll give me so many movies, like 4 or 5 movies, and I always get one of these. So what I usually do, if there's anybody that hasn't seen this movie, I'll take it to work and actually say, here's your copy of Army of Darkness. I hope you enjoy it. And some people say they really love it, and then some people say, oh, that's garbage. But, you know, maybe I can win some, get some Bruce Campbell fans by I'll try to give this one away. But this one looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I might actually keep this one. Most of the time, the ones I give away are the ones that are kind of rough around the edges. This one looks pretty good shape. But, like I said, you can never have enough Army of Darkness, so not too bad. And this is what I was wanting when I got all of those big stacks of stuff. The Evil Dead, Sam Raimi. This is the Elite Entertainment Presents. And I've never had this one before. Elite Entertainment DVD. I thought this thing was pretty cool. I've always wanted one of these, so pretty much I got all those plus this, so I wasn't going to complain. You know, I went through a lot of oddball movies, and I got this one too, so. Then I got, of course, that extra Army of Darkness, so. But like I said, I pretty much got them all just to get this one too. But this was my main priority when I got all them. And I put it in a newer case. The older case was a little messed up. Nothing too bad. So I put it in like a newer, shinier case to keep it. So that's the Elite Entertainment Presents the Sam Raimi, The Evil Dead, the Special Collector's Edition. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And I also got Dark Ages, which is an Umbrella Entertainment. And I like Umbrella pretty good. These are, Umbrella Entertainment is an Australian, I guess, DVD and Blu-ray group. And they put out a lot of good stuff. They put out a lot of their stuff from Australia, which I think that's where this one was from. It was actually made in Australia. But they put a lot of other good movies from other countries and stuff out. And a lot of their stuff is region-free. So, like I said, and this one's all DVD. And this one's kind of a fun little alligator movie. It's pretty good. And it's starring, if I can think right, trying to think of what the, I think it's Wolf Creek, if I'm not mistaken. Wolf Creek is the name of the movies, and they might even come up with a TV show. And John Jarrett, which I believe that's him right now, he's kind of the, I guess, the main character on there, the mean guy on the Wolf Creek, if I'm thinking right. I might be saying the wrong movie, but that's what I believe I'm. Let me check, see if it says it on the back. It might actually, yep, Wolf Creek. That's what I was thinking. John Jarrett. So he does a pretty good job in this one. This is kind of just a fun, big alligator movie. I mean, it's not like one of those sci-fi alligator movies. It's actually a real good one. It's a pretty decent movie. But that's a Dark Age. And I think this one's on Blu-ray, and you can get it from Umbrella Entertainment too on Blu-ray. So, but that's Dark Age. And a kind of cool slasher movie, which I put this in a newer case too, because the case was a little old. Rush Week, and this one of them I've seen this one like on YouTube, but I never owned it, so I was glad to get this one. Anytime I can pick up an old slasher movie, and I believe this is a true copy of it. I looked at the disc, and it's got this little hole in it, and that's the only thing I seen that was off about it, but they might all been like that. I'm not really for sure, but the rest of it looks pretty good, and the disc looks good too. It doesn't look like it's not a it's an actual DVD. It's not a burnt DVD, because when I first got this, I was thinking, well, that's kind of an odd movie. I didn't even know if it had a DVD out. But like I said, anytime I find a weird slasher from the 80s, if I can get it on DVD, I try to get it. And this one's actually, like I said, a true DVD. It's not a burnt disc, so I was glad to grab this one. So that's Rush Week. I thought that was pretty cool. Thought this was a cool copy to get. Anytime I can add an oddball slasher to my slasher collection, I'm ready to grab it. So I like it. Rush Week. And then I got a special edition with Tony Todd, one of my favorite actors. Shadow the Dead Right. And I've watched this, but it might have been a long time ago. And this is actually a Shriek show. So, my good friend JM would probably like this one pretty good. He always enjoys the Shriek shows. I think that's one of his favorite, groups that put out DVDs or used to. They put out a few Blu-rays too. But And I've watched this. I don't remember if it was good or bad. It's been so long since I've watched it. I enjoyed it, I think. I can't really remember. It's kind of a fun, kind of a silly kind of a movie. But it's pretty fun. So that's Shadow Dead Right. And last but definitely not least, I got another one of these cool. After I seen the Horror Man, he had a few of these. I started finding them and was picking them up too. And this is like maybe my second one. I kind of like this one. This one's pretty cool. It's got that cool picture of Bruce there with the axe and the gun and then the little cross standing on the grave there. But these are fun to get, but I actually had to fix this case or whatever the case come in. It was busted up a little bit. These are hard as I don't know what to actually get a good to fix it. If it ever comes in like you get it in the mail and it's busted, it's hard to find these. I had to go to some of my buddies and see if they got some cheap movies laying around that's in these cases and kind of get bits and pieces to put them back together and stuff. It took me a little while to get this one. I try to make them perfect as I can get them, but this corner right here is actually one of the little things where it pops in is actually busted, but can't really help it. It doesn't. You can't tell. You can pick it up and shake it, and it doesn't actually pop out. It's just a little. There's a little bitty plastic thing right there that kind of pops into the hole, and it's busted off of this. Because when you take them apart, they're so old and flimsy, they'll just break. So it's hard to actually get. You try to get replacements for it, and then you try to take them apart to put it together on this one, and you end up busting your. Then you gotta look for another one. So they're cool, but they're hard to maintenance, I guess you could say. But that's that Evil Dead in this cool looking little plastic kind of looks like a CD case or something. So that's it for my pickups video. Just showing you a few things I picked up. I hope you enjoy it. And until next video, I'll see you.